Hello, Martin.
Hi, Eileen.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Martin, you are an expert resume writer.
I like to think so, yes. I've created probably over 5,500 resumes in the last 18 years. And I'm very passionate, very hyped up about creating that wow factor, making my client look outstanding, because they're in a competition and they're in a race. It's like a street race, and there is only a trophy for number one. So it's my duty, it's my passion to make them stand out from the rest. And the resume doesn't get you the job, it just gets you the interview. And then once they get the interview, then they have to perform. But I'm really driven to make my clients succeed.
How do you do that?
Well, the ingredients for a good resume, and bearing in mind there are 3 different types, but the type I concentrate on and that is most acceptable by decision-making professionals, whether it be recruiters, HR professionals, or presidents of company, depending on how you're going to market yourself, is what's called a combination resume.
Okay.
So your ID at the top, so that's including your name, your address, your email, and then give them some directive. There's no point in putting an objective, well, I want a challenging job where I can make a significant impression. It's a load of baloney. You need to get direct to the point.
Right. And
tell them, if you're a senior marketing executive, it will be senior marketing executive. That's the generic title. And then you can customize that if you saw an advert or hear through your grapevine that there's a job available for a vice president of marketing. Then, very important ingredient to make you stand out from the rest, make you look seductive, make you look competitive, is the personal brand statement. So that is, say, a maximum of 15, 18 words, and that's what your value add is. What makes you enticing? What is your value add? Are you an expert in this, or are you an expert in that? So tell that story. Normally put it in quotes, in bold, italics, to make it stand out from the rest, centered. And then there's a statement, your soft skills.
okay.
And I like to use unusual words. So are you inquisitive? Are you charismatic? Are you tenacious? And then your hard skills. So those are your business skills.
Okay.
So that's very, very important. That's keyword savvy as well. So
okay.
That's where you get the keywords pertinent to your industry or pertinent to your function. And then we go reverse chronological, and this is where I really get my juices going. We are driven society. North America, Canada and the US, the only difference between a US resume and a Canadian resume is minor spelling, grammar and punctuation. The rest is exactly the same. We are bombastic. We have to tell that compelling story, accomplishment based.
All right.
A future employer is going to recruit you because you are accomplishment driven. You've got a list of accomplishments that everybody has. They're not going to recruit you because you're a couch potato. It's no use recruiting couch potatoes. They want performers. So this is where star stories come in. Situation, task, action, result. That's my recipe. Situation, task, action, result. I write 3, maybe 4-liner bulleted statements based on the star story, and you have to tell how you got about that. So tell the result. You can have that in any order. You can have the result first, then you can have the situation, you have the action, the task. But as long as you got those ingredients, you're in good stead to entice a reader to wanting to call you for an interview. And a resume only gets you the interview, it doesn't get you the job.
Right. So you want solid, hard evidence that you've accomplished a certain...
Stories.
Great.
Stories about yourself, stories about your business and how you achieve, whether you increased, whether you elevated, whether you propelled, whether you initiated, whether you designed. And with the use of the English language, there are so many other words that you can use, action verbs, to make yourself stand out from the rest.
Great. So really focus on those stories, make it compelling, keep it concise, keep it consistent.
Exactly. And also attract the eyes to certain sections where you wanted to sell yourself. And also the use of fonts as well. That's very, very important. 67% of Canadians present in Times New Roman. Times New Roman was the original font in the original word processor, WordPerfect or Word, many years ago. It's an obsolete font now. Use something that is transferable within all the operating systems, but you like, and that makes you special.
What do you think about different colored papers, different weights of papers? I've even seen online ones where you can put a background with waterfalls and...
Oh no, it's black text, white paper. That's it. No choices. When you go shades of grey, you go shades of brown or whatever. If it's to be picked up by scanning machinery, that distorts the text at the other end.
Okay.
So you don't want to lose out just because you've chosen a different salmon-coloured paper or yellow-coloured paper or anything. No, white paper. Go to buy the thickest, the best quality white paper you can get. Not linen, but just plain paper, and then send it out that way.
Excellent. And then how would you send it out?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, you invite, if you're in conversation with somebody who's interested in your service at the other end, so a recruiter or an HR professional, ask them, invite them, open up a communication with them, ask them how they would like you to deliver the resume. Invariably, they're going to tell you that they would like it by a Microsoft Word or a PDF. Invariably, Microsoft Word. But if you really want to make that impression and really want to entice them again, you could also send it out by Purelator or by Canada Post or by FedEx or UPS. And psychology tells us that we open all those multicolored envelopes before any other manila color envelopes or whatever. And always send it out flat, never fold it. And it's just another way to attract attention.
Again, you're just building a relationship.
That's right.
With every step.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. What about online mailing?
Online mailing, well, as I said, try and email it via Word, using Word. Word is the, you have to use Word, and ask them whether they want it in Word or PDF.
All right. We also like to send them out by using Fast Track because they have access to everything about you.
That would be a great tool to use. Just another of the several tools that you will have in your arsenal to get you the goal, to get you where you want to go.
Right. Great. So you've told us then a little bit about the format, and you've given us some great ideas about star stories of the content. And then how do you finish a resume? How long should it be?
Well, in Canada and the US, well, Canada particularly, generally the rule of thumb now is at the senior executive level, it's okay to go to 3 pages, but be very prudent. So it wouldn't be a 3-page for somebody with anything less than, say, 25 years.
Okay.
So the seniors, the captains of industry, the senior executives deserve a 3-page. Generally, it's a 2-page resume, and then if you just graduated out of college, university or high school with about 5 years experience, I would stick to a dynamic, really accomplishment-driven, very focused, very dynamic, very striking 1-pager.
Excellent. Do you include references?
No. References went out, talking about references, in the 1990s.
Oh,
yes.
Great. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to have an expert share.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.